welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Life with Miss Jewel, where life be lifing, and I'm sharing the experience of my life with you to bring credence and clarity to a vision with sincerity. But here we go. Title 23. I was 23, still trying to understand how I got here. A mother, a woman, still a child in ways nobody could see. I was 23 and I thought I had time to learn, time to figure it out, time to becoming something other than me. But life was already moving without me. At 23, I had dreams I would travel, I would see the world, but more than what I came from. I wanted to go to school and be a physical therapist, a masseuse, using my hands that were so loose. But every door I knocked on said the same thing. No, no job, no being clean, no school, no help. Just me, just a mean no. So I made a way, other ways. At 23, I learned how to survive in spaces that were never meant to hold me. The streets weren't new, they were familiar. Violence wasn't shocking, it was familiar, it was normal. Gangs, anger, survival. It was the language being spoken around me and eventually through me. At 23, still supposed to be a child, but the streets don't recognize childhood. They don't recognize pure and innocence. It's all misunderstood. Growing up in the Sacramento streets under the Sacramento heat that would beat anybody on a cold day in January when a star was born at 15. I remember the moment so clear, so serene, but pain and injury and hate all around me. And now I see. It's all too clear. He was standing there holding a gun, and everything stopped in me, not just fear, recognition, because I've seen this before. I have lived this before. It wasn't just him, it was my cousins, it was my nephews, it was my older brothers. He was becoming what I saw. I realized something. The streets didn't skip generations, they repeated them over and over and over and over again. And in that moment, I didn't see my son. I saw the world. They would call him a super predator, a criminal, another statistic, because in LA, the black men are dead before they're born. Statistically, there was a moment he got picked up, and I remember the feeling, not just fear of where he was, but the fear of where he could end up, because I seen it before. How fast a child becomes a case, a dead case, a John Doe. How fast a mistake becomes a record. How fast the system decides who you are. And I knew I couldn't let that be his story. So I did everything I could. Not perfect, but intentional. I stood in places I didn't know how to stand, like in court with my red pen and demanding justice and release. I made decisions I didn't feel ready to make. but I fought for him in ways nobody fought for me. He didn't become what they expected. And that's something I hold on to because at 23 I had no destiny. But looking back, maybe I did. Maybe it wasn't in the dreams I couldn't reach. Maybe it was in the cycle I refused to repeat. I was 23 and I didn't have everything, but I had enough to break free from a system that didn't belong to me or him at 23. I remember him standing there holding a gun, 12 years old, ready to run. The streets are brutal, they've become, but no, at 23 and me, we will thrive, we will be.